Hello. Welcome back to iSpy. Hope you are doing well. I am gonna show you features of retinitis pigmentosa today. So let's begin without an ado. Bone spicule pigmentation is basically due to RPE cells that have detached from the Bruch's membrane after photoreceptor degeneration, which later migrate to the intraretinal perivascular sites. These bone spicules usually arise in the mid-peripheral retina because the concentration of rod cells is highest in this area. The reason for the attenuation of retinal vessels is not clear. Several theories are cited, one of them being decreased metabolic demand after ganglion cell degeneration following photoreceptor cell loss. Also seen in this picture is altered foveal reflex due to retinal thinning. The classic clinical triad of RP is bone spicule pigmentation, retinal vessel attenuation, and waxy optic disc pallor, which is probably due to gliosis over the disc. In the early stages of the disease, the fundus may appear normal. As the disease progresses, bone spicules go on to involve the peripheral and the central retina. Gradually, the vascular attenuation increases, and the optic disc gets paler. FAF is an important modality to monitor RP. The hypoautofluorescent patches outside the arcades correspond to RPE cell loss. Many patients exhibit a parafoveal hyperautofluorescent ring which is not visible on fundus examination. The retinal function is relatively normal within the ring and abnormal outside the ring. The inner edge of the ring demarcates the border of photoreceptor degeneration. The ellipsoid zone is preserved within the ring and disrupted outside the ring. The hypoautofluorescent ring grows gradually smaller in size as the photoreceptor degeneration progresses. As the disease progresses, there is disorganization of outer retinal layers with subsequent decrease in central macular thickness. Other features that may be noted on OCT are cystoid macular edema, epiretinal membrane, vitreomacular traction, and macular hole. The measurement of the ellipsoid zone area on on-fast OCT can be used for follow-up. Decrease in ellipsoid zone area is a sign of disease progression. OCT may be a useful tool to study progression of RP. Retinal and choroidal vessels show attenuation, while FAZ is larger in RP patients, compared to normal, especially in the deep capillary plexus. Visual field testing is used to monitor the progression of the disease. Patients have progressive visual field loss which usually begins as isolated scotomas in the mid-peripheral field, which slowly coalesce to form a partial or complete ring scotoma. The outer edge of the ring expands at a faster rate, while the inner edge progresses slowly, and the patients often have a good central tunnel vision. Microperimetry is a novel technique to assess the central visual field and enables a direct structure-function correlation. ERG is essential in the diagnosis of RP. It measures the electrical potential generated by rods and cones after a light stimulus. There is a reduction in A and B wave amplitudes, though implicit time may be normal or prolonged, in the early stages. Patients with advanced disease have a non-detectable ERG. Now let's quickly summarize RP before leaving. Retinitis pigmentosa is an inherited rod cone dystrophy with primary degeneration of the rod cells, followed by secondary degeneration of cones. Difficulty with dark adaptation is usually the first symptom, followed by visual loss in the mid-peripheral field. RP has usually bilateral presentation which may be asymmetric. Generally, autosomal dominant inheritance has the best prognosis, while X-linked has the worst. Most common gene mutations causing RP involve gene rhodopsin, USH2A, and RPGR. Genetic testing helps confirm the diagnosis. Nyctalopia, loss of peripheral vision, photophobia, dyschromatopsia, and decreased visual acuity are the common symptoms. Sector RP involves only one or two fundus quadrants and is usually bilateral and symmetrical. Usher syndrome is the most frequent syndromic RP and is associated with neurosensory deafness. Bardet-Biedl syndrome is RP with obesity, mental retardation, and hypergenitalism. E-beta lipoproteinemia involves progressive ataxia, steatorrhea, and pigmentary retinopathy. Alport syndrome, Cohen syndrome, Zellweger syndrome, Refsum disease are some other forms of syndromic RP. The differentials of RP are first classified as non-degenerative causes of night blindness, which includes congenital stationary night blindness, CSNB is non-progressive and includes Oguchi disease and fundus albipunctatus. Retinitis punctata albicans has scant bone spicules with mild vascular attenuation and disc pallor. In cone rod dystrophy, cone dysfunction precedes that of rods. Vitamin A deficiency has associated keratitis. LCA presents with oculo-digital sign and severe visual impairment in the first year of life. Other differentials include choroideremia, gyrate atrophy, rubella, syphilis, and DUSN. Currently, there is no definitive treatment for RP. Vitamin A and E may slow the degenerative process. Sunlight protection and low vision aids are advisable. Cataract should be operated and CME is treated with carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. New treatment avenues include gene therapy, neuroprotection and retinal prosthesis. Thank you for your kind attention. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. See you until next time.
I Spy